Hi, welcome to the Finance Training Module for the Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama. My name is Cheryl Miller. My job involves adult development and training. Because I was also a troop leader and service unit coordinator for 15 years, I want to help you understand the easiest ways to handle finances for these groups. So let's get started. First, I'm going to screen share so you can see the documents that you'll be using. Okay, so now you can see our website, and on that website, for those of you who have already completed GSSA 201, you've already come across the policies and procedures for our Girl Scout Council. For those of you who have not seen them, I want to show you where to find those. You'll click on Volunteers at the top here, and Training Tools. You will see Volunteer Essentials right here. So you can click that document open, which I have open already, and you run down to about page 100 or so, and you'll see a section called Policies and Procedures. Now, throughout that section, there are 6 policies that pertain to finances for troops and groups with the Girl Scouts. One of them is debt, money earning, product sales, service unit funding, sponsorships, and treasury. So all of those policies are there for you to review, and you should know a little bit about those as you go through. Those policies do pertain to everything you need to know to handle finances for a troop or group. So how do you open a troop account? Let me go back to our website and show you where you'll find this document. You'll click on the Forms section up here at the top, and you'll see the bank account request form right there. There's also a financial activity spreadsheet, which we'll look at in a moment. Let's start with the bank account request form. It looks like this, and you can see that just with a little bit of information, you can get started with opening a troop account. I handle opening those accounts for you, so just that little bit of information submitted will help me get on my way to opening. But I also close and change signers on troop accounts. So anything that needs to happen with opening and closing and changing signers on a Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama troop or group account needs to be handled first by submitting information to me right here. After the troop account is open, I will ask you to complete this ACH authorization form. The Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama handles transactions with troops and groups through electronic means. So we don't have troops or groups issuing checks to pay for products that you may have sold. So bulk products and cookie sales, these accounts are drafted for the amount that's due to the council. All of the profit remains in the troops account, and only the amount owed to the council for those products is drafted from those accounts. You'll learn more about how that's done and when those drafts happen. These are all things that are planned far in advance, and dates are given to you. When you do product sale training, you'll learn all about how that works. Let's talk a little bit about handling the finances and the record keeping for the troop. So the financial activity spreadsheet is something you'll find on our website, and I'm going to show you where that is. Again, that's right here on the Forms and Documents page. You can see we have 12 or 15 of the most popular forms right here. So right here at the bottom on the left of this section is where you'll find that spreadsheet. This spreadsheet we need you to maintain throughout the Girl Scout year. And you can see that it has in black here the income columns, which you just simply enter each transaction as it occurs for income, and it will automatically add to the balance. And each transaction as an expense, you'll need to put a minus sign in front of each numeral that you enter here so that it will also balance properly in the last column here. The really great thing about the financial activity spreadsheet is it's super easy to maintain, and you should make copies of it to stick in your leader binder when you're at troop meetings. But the great part is that at the end of the year, when it's time for you to turn in your financial information, your statement, it auto-populates from that spreadsheet. So you don't have to fill in any of the amounts. It automatically totals these for you. You just simply fill in the top, a little bit of information at the bottom, the signature, and that's it. So maintaining this detailed financial activity spreadsheet is really important. Let's also talk a little bit about sponsorships. In our council, we do have a form that allows troops to have sponsors who may donate goods or services or even make monetary donations to the troop. And if you're interested in learning more about that, you need to contact customer care and ask to speak to the person that handles sponsorship agreements. We do expect the troops and leaders to contact us prior to asking for donations so that we can help coordinate that process with them. All right, so let's go back here to this page, and we're going to talk a little bit about the leader binder. So I mentioned before that having this financial activity spreadsheet where it can be easily referred to in the leader binder is kind of important. Oftentimes you will get questions from parents about whether or not you've deposited their check for dues yet and things like that. So it's always good to have that information handy. So making just a hard copy of this to put in your binder when you're at troop meetings is really helpful for that. And in the same vein of keeping records, I'm going to show you a little bit about what the leader binder should look like. So every leader binder is a little bit different, but most have a section called Troop Finance. And in that section, here's what we expect to see. We want to see the most recent bank statement. You can print this off online or you can get a hard copy, but the most recent bank statement should always be at the very front of the section, and it should be followed by a blank sheet of paper that has all of the receipts and deposit slips that pertain to that month's bank statement. You can see that you would have co-signers or your treasurer, people that would be knowledgeable about what should be going in or out of that troop account, would also sign off on this and sign off on this bank statement to say that they've seen it and they concur that everything's being handled impeccably with the finances. And then again, have a copy of the financial spreadsheet right there. Also, you might want to have a copy of your troop financial statement from year to year, and also a copy of the ACH form. If you have logins, usernames, passwords, things like that, at the bottom of this, you may want to protect those just in case somebody else is flipping through the binder at some point. Okay, and then one more thing that I wanted to discuss with you is about budgeting. There are many different ways to budget, but as an experienced troop leader and as a council staff member, I've had the opportunity to look at many Girl Scout troop budgets over the years. And I will tell you that most troop leaders have experienced troop leaders have developed a very equitable way to handle finances with their troop. So this document is to help you understand the easiest way to get to that point where you are doing things as equitably and fairly as possible with your troop. So this would be a document that we'll share with you so you can read through it and develop the plan for your troop. You and your leadership team should sit down together and do this before you get started so that things are seamless. We do expect impeccable financial monitoring for troop accounts. This is a nonprofit, and we do want to make sure that you help us protect the girls' money as much as possible. That's it for Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama's finance training. If you have questions, you're welcome to contact us anytime. Thank you.